Hello everyone, I'm Dakme Boni, student of MSc Extension and Communication, MMB, BHU Varanasi. Today I will be talking on the topic theories of mass communication. The theories of mass communications are of five types. The first one is hypodermic theory or bullet theory. The second one is psychological or individual differences theory. The third one is personal influence theory. And fourth one is sociological theory. The fifth one is the normative theories. So we are going to further discuss on this all theories. So the first theory is called bullet theory or magic bullet theory, also called as hypodermic needle theory. According to the hypodermic theory, media messages are powerful and can be shape public opinions and behavior. For example, if a news program presents a biased or misleading report on a political issues, the hypodermic needle theory would suggest that the audience will immediately accept the information as truth and be influenced by it. And also it's shown in the picture linear communication where the media is powerful and message is strategically created and audience is a passive audience. The magic bullet theory graphically assumes that the media's message is a bullet fired from the media gun in the viewer's head by Berger in the 1995. He explains. So the next theory is psychological or individual differences theory. Psychological differences theory is of two types. One is called selective exposure theory and another one is selective perception theory. The selective exposure theory says that the audience had the tendency to expose themselves only to those messages that were in accordance with their attitudes and their belief system. It also stated that people tended to ignore those messages that were contradictory to their beliefs or challenge their attitudes and belief system. And the selective perception theory said that a person decodes a given media messages in a way that the meaning is alignment with their one's personal beliefs, reposition, and attitudes. Often, while consuming media, we tend to be biased when we interpret the message to conveniently suit our thoughts, attitudes, and views. This is the basic components of the selective perception theory. Personal influence theory. There are two types. One is two-step flow and another one is three-step flow. Two-step flow was proposed by Lazarus Flett, Berelson, and Goddard in 1944, and three-step flow, which is also called as multi-step flow, was given by Jensen in 2009. The two-step flow of communication model is a theory that suggests that there is a two-step process in which information and influence are transmitted from mass media to mass audience. In the two-step flow theory, people are directly influenced by communication from both opinion leaders and the mass media. Mass media and opinion leaders plays a bridge between audience and the media. And in multi-step flow theory offers a large range of interaction between the opinion leaders and information sources and audiences than the two-step model, which argues that information flows from mass media directly to influencers who then directly share it with their audiences. Sociological theory. The first one is cultivation theory. And the cultivation theory, which is also known as cultivation hypothesis, cultivation analysis was proposed by George Garbener. It is one of the core theories of media effects. According to the theory, people who watch television frequently are more likely to be influenced by the messages from the world of television. The influence goes to such an extent that their worldview and perceptions start reflecting what they repeatedly see and hear on television. Television is therefore considered to contribute independently on the way people perceive social reality. The next type of theory is the uses of gratification setting. The uses of gratification theory developed by Iluhu, Katz, and Blumler seeks to explain the relationship between an audience and how this audience uses the media. It explains how people use the media for their own need and get satisfied when their needs are fulfilled. In other words, it can be said that a theory argues what people do with the media rather than what media does to people. Also, this theory is in contradiction to the magic bullet theory, which states that the audience is passive, the one we learned in the first theory of the mass communication, the bullet theory, which applies the audiences are passive. Whatever you put on their mind, they just accept it. So the next theory is agenda setting theory. Agenda setting theory was formally developed by McCombs and Donald Shaw in the study on the 1968 American presidential election. Agenda setting theory suggests that the more the media focus on a certain issues, the more likely the public is to perceive them as important. This theory applies not only to traditional media but also to social media platforms in the 21st century. It demonstrates the power of the media to shape social discourse. And also, agenda setting theory is whereby mass media determine what you think and worry about, such as television news, social media news, or news in the daily newspaper. The next type of sociological theory is dependency theory. It was proposed by Sundar Balkraj and Melvin De Fleer in 1976. The theory is combined with several perspectives like psychoanalytics and social system theory, systematic and causal approach, and best elements from uses and gratification theory, but less focus on effects. Media dependency theory is a theory of mass communication that assumes the more dependent an individual is on the media for having his or her needs filled, the more important the media will be to the person. Media dependency theory is one of the theories first of its kind which regards audience as an active part in communication process. The dependency theory is expanded from the theory of uses and gratification. The last type of mass communication theory is normative theories that we are going to discuss now. Under normative theories, the first one is authoritarian theory. Authoritarian theory describes that all forms of communications are under the control of the governing elite or authorities or influential bureaucrats. Authoritarians are necessary to control the media to protect and prevent the people from the nation's threats through any form communication or information or news. Authoritarians are necessary to control the media to protect and prevent people from the national threats through any form communication. The press is an instrument to enhance the ruler's power in the country rather than any threats. The next type of theory under the normative theory is libertarian theory. The libertarian theory is one of the normative theories of press, the theory which is originally came from libertarian thoughts from 16th century in Europe. The libertarian theories are against the authoritarian thoughts. Libertarian theory was sees people are more enough to find and judge good ideas from the bad. The theory says people are rational and their rational thoughts lead them to find out what are good and bad. The press should not restrict anything, even a negative content may give knowledge and can make better decisions with worse situation. The third type of normative theory is social responsibility theory. The theory lies between both authoritarian theory and libertarian theory because it gives total media freedom in one hand but the external controls the other hand. The Commission of Press Council also included some tasks based on social responsibility of media, which are as follows: formulate the code of conduct for the press, and the second one is improve the standards of journalism, safeguarding the interests of journalism and journalists, and the last one is criticize and make some penalty for violating the code of conduct. Under the normative theory, the last theory is a Soviet media theory. Soviet media theory is imitative of Leninist principle, which lead on the Karl Marx and Engels ideology. The government undertake or control the total media and communications to serve working classes and their interests. Theory says the state have absolutely power to control any media for the benefits of the people. They put end to the private ownership of the press and other media. The government media provide positive thoughts to create a strong socialized society as well as providing information, education, entertainment, motivation, and mobilization. Thank you.